Greetings, everyone. Greetings, adventurers. I don't know how many people are here, but hi. Um, yeah. So I had a pretty big stream today. Interviewed Kent C. Dodds. If you're familiar with who that is, great. If you're not, that's also fine. Um, Went super well. Ended up getting rated with 90 viewers, so that was pretty epic.
Nice.
Yeah, just hitting those partner numbers right out of the gate. That's um Yeah, so was using ping, of course, and was able to get set up with ping in minutes. Minutes. I literally had 5 minutes to get ready because I was working. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna use my lunch to do this interview. And 5 minutes before I had to set up the stream, granted, low tech. Okay, I had just two little pips in the stream that were uh, not really cropped at all, and I wanted to have a bunch of really cool like animations of like different things in the empty space in the other two corners, but we'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, welcome, adventurers. I think we have everybody that we're gonna have. Welcome back, Ryan, Bryn. You've been missed.
Sorry, I'm just having technical difficulties due to wires.
And then Dan's having technical difficulties. Dan is new to D&D, sort of. He's got like an expert little brother apparently. But yeah, I'm gonna let Hector take this away. Oh, I should probably change the stream type. That would be good.
I think we should just still be interviewing Kent Dodds.
That's probably not.
But now it's just us.
Where's my? Why can't I change the stuff in here? Oh. I don't even remember what session this is. That's the funny part.
Yeah, I'm almost done. I need to bring in a couple of things.
Okay, I'm gonna make it map. No, I'm not gonna make it map mode. I'm going to BRB. All right, they can still hear everybody talking. FYI, so no silliness.
No silliness. Why are we even here?
All right, let me edit this. Yeah, manage the stream.
I gotta ask you guys how loud this dishwasher is in my background, and whether I need to turn it off.
No, I didn't even hear it until you mentioned it. Faders of the burns.
Yeah, if you guys can't hear it, I mean, I can majorly hear it.
All right, I'll let you know if it's too much to handle. I think we're at session 6 now. I can always change that later.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Nice. Just trying to double check something because I couldn't find a proper token for something I was looking for.
Heads up, I might have to leave before 1 a.m. because I might start to doze off.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We're at session 6. Let's double check. Everybody gets to see, again, technical difficulties. I've improved though. These are not as bad technical difficulties as I've had in the past. We have audio, we have visual. Okay, I just forgot to change the name from the old stream earlier. That's
Oh man.
It's learning and adapting.
Yeah, so we did session 5 last week, and I accidentally broke it up into 2 parts because my internet, my OBS crashed. So that's fun too. So we're on session.
It's kind of interesting. YouTube actually has a thing, so if that happens, you actually like resume the same video, but Twitch just like is like, it looks like you have stopped streaming and started streaming again.
I'll take it. It's like it counts as a stream too. Like it's just like you streamed twice today. I'm like, all right. That's not true at all, but all right, I'll take it. I'll take the numbers.
Alrighty.
So also for everybody that missed it, we're back. And we're back. And I'm showing stuff that I shouldn't show. And we're back. So anybody that missed it, I can totally hear that dishwasher now. So anybody that missed it,
I'm muted. That was me.
I don't know who it is then. So for Anira, Maramir, we have a name for our D&D group. Not the team name, mind you. This is not in roleplay, but it is Raiders of the Lost Libraries. Now you're thinking, well, that's strange. Yes, it is. It's fantastically strange, and it's a double entendre because we have the open source libraries that we all love to hack on, and we have a librarian. So it is fantastically works great, and the acronym is RoLL. Couldn't have thought of a better one myself because I didn't think of it. Hector's wife did.
Yes, and she will take complete credit for that.
Mhm.
She was like,
Well deserved.
Yeah, see, of course, it's the best. She didn't realize that it made RoLL as an acronym. She just said Raiders of the Lost Libraries. I was like, that could work. I put it in there, and Jacob was one who caught that it was an acronym for RoLL. So it's just brilliant.
Wonderfully serendipitous. All right, let's get rolling.
Let's get rolling. All
That's-
right. Okay. Welcome, adventurers. Welcome, chat. Hello, all. Hello, world. Welcome to our humble stream where we like to play Dungeons and Dragons with a bunch of nerds. That's right, Panzer, a bunch of nerds. So yeah, last we left off, our group has not really achieved cohesion yet. People have left, have gone off on their own, left and right. Starting with Maramir, who went off in a who went off on his own after a couple of clues to something he was looking for from our bartender in our first session. After he left, Lissa and Anira went looking for Maramir because they're like, where did he go? Anira, as far as we all know, is still looking for Maramir. And Alyssa went off looking for Maramir too, but couldn't find him and happened to stumble on Rune, who, in combination with Anira before she went looking for Liz, competed in did a couple of competitions for the Festival of Merit in the city of Jigao. Festival of Merit is just exactly what it sounds like, a fun little festival, kind of like a little carnival. Our adventurers have participated in a giant maze in which they inadvertently caused one of their rivals, Maggie, to bulldoze straight through the middle of, but yet refused to use that as a way to get through the maze. They've participated in a swimming race where Anira swam against another another character that we've met along the way, Iojabi, a water genasi, and who also happens to be a friend of Maggie, and Dermot, a goblin who has been trailing Maggie around, clearly a friend of theirs in a little group on their own. In this swimming race, they faced the shark, or a couple of sharks, and each other. And Anira was the one who emerged victorious. After this swimming race is when Anira went to look for Maramir, and on the way northward, they traveled and smelled the scent of fresh pies. And fresh pies lured Ruin and Lissa, who managed to meet up with Ruin again. And there they met up with Irvin Wastewalker and Maggie again. And in this particular, it was a pie eating competition. And little did they know that there was a nefarious cook in the background, who was played by our very own Dan, who plays Monkey, a dragonborn monk. So yes, that you heard that correct, Monkey the monk. And yes, there was a nefarious cook in the background who seemed to be trying to poison Ruin, who was who was actually competing in the competition, but realized he couldn't get all the way because he was getting slowly poisoned with each round and each pie that he would scarf down. After the competition was over and our adventurers started noticing that something was amiss, the proprietor of the competition would not let them interfere. So they had to end the competition the way it was. And there was a bit of a tiff between Ruin and Monkey afterwards, as we found out that Monkey seemed to be sent by the Dwendalian Empire.
If you mean by tiff, I raffle stomped him, then you're correct.
That is correct. So by tiff, it did not last very long. Monkey got his ass kicked by our paladin here, and got sent running with his tail tucked between his legs to a homeless shelter, where he brought some more poisonous pies to the shelter to meet up with one of the other cooks that he was working with in the competition, in the pie eating competition. So that being said, as he got to the homeless shelter, he was greeted by Elder Kolbu Kaz, or I believe it was Kolbu Kaz, who met with him and Monkey told the elder, who seemed to be somebody important in the city, that there was a paladin running around doing terrible things, where he also met up with Dermot, who also happened to be helping out at the homeless shelter. So that's where we left off. As they were in the homeless shelter talking to the elder rushed them out of the homeless shelter and started calling for the finale, where you started to see what looked like fireworks in the air, drums beating all across the city, as there was a call to action to have everybody come to the docks. And that's where we have left off. So for today, what we're going to do is we're going to center in on Maramir, who's been gone for quite a while in a horse carriage, who seemed to bring him outside of town, or was at least on their way to bringing him outside of town. So, where are you headed to?
That's a good question.
Maramir, that's you. Yeah.
Yeah, because I got in this carriage on very little information, just that I would be possibly, this is just a bit of information, a hunch, perhaps, that I'd be meeting up with who I think I was intending to meet up with. Um, but they, but honestly, I don't know for sure of this. I kind of went on a whim at this point. I'm more interested in what I can learn.
So what are you trying to learn?
Well, I'm looking specifically for a certain group, I believe, criminal aligned group, and I basically have been looking for them for a little while now, and I heard that they would be coming to town for this festival, and I was hoping that this bartender's hint would lead me to the right group. Of course, he sent me in this carriage without much information. Just told me that we're heading out of town, and I would, what would be revealed to me soon would hopefully would be revealed, right? I don't have very much information here other than I am trusting fate that I can find what I'm looking for.
Ah, I see. You know, you may have been sent on the wrong carriage. The only like we're headed off to we're headed off somewhere else. Just it's a moving city. It's kind of cool. But as far as I know, there's no kind of groups, no kind of I'm not really going to a specific person or anything. It doesn't sound like
I see, but I was looking for work. If at least I indicated to the bartender that I was looking for work along those lines. That you have no need for someone with my skill set.
what's your skill set?
I can kind of disappear into shadows. I can move
Oh,
quickly.
no, sir. We're looking for a farmer.
Farmer.
Yeah, we need somebody to help tend the crops.
Oh, I see. I gotcha. Well,
Okay, but I tell you what, if you really want to know anything, try asking the Aurora Watch. They've got a couple of troops set up around town, helping out, guarding the festival and everything like that. If they're gonna know about any troublesome groups in the area, uh, like they would be the first ones to know about it. Honestly.
I see. Well, I'm glad we had this conversation before we got too far out of town. I appreciate your time.
Whoa! Stops the horses. He's like, I'm so sorry about that. I think you might have gotten some wrong information, or at least got pointed to the wrong farmer. Honestly, I'm so sorry.
Good day then.
All right, I'll see you later. So he drops you off, kind of towards the edge of town. He's like, hey, sundown is happening. You might want to catch the finale of the Festival of Merit. There's sure to be plenty of the Aurora Watch there. You can ask any of the troops over there, and they'll I'm sure one of them will have some sort of information for you.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too. Oh, it's down at the docks, by the way.
All right. So I guess I start wandering my way from the outskirts of town back into town.
Yeah, he didn't drop you off too far from the docks, honestly. It'll probably take you about 15-minute walk to get there. And so from here, we're going to go ahead and go to Monkey and Dermot, who are at the homeless shelter.
Hey, Dermot.
Well, what's up?
You ready to go to the finale?
Well, of course, my friends are going to be there. Hey, you should meet them. They're real great people.
I'm so excited. By the way, I think I missed it last year. What is the finale?
Oh, okay. Do you know anything about the Festival of Merit?
Well, I know it's worth it.
All right. Listen, the Festival of Merit, the city of Jigao, we throw it every year. It's tradition. What we do is they set up a bunch of competitions all around the town to see if anybody can prove their merit. Get it? The Festival of Merit?
Oh, that's why I was working so hard to bake those pies. People were trying to prove themselves.
Exactly. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that's the Festival of Merit. They put a bunch of competitions all around town. People come in, they try to prove their worth or, their merit. Anyways, and they just, they give them some nonsense medals. I hear some of them are magical. It depends on on how hard the competition was. And then, like, okay, so there are these, from what I hear, like, you didn't hear this from me, but I hear that there's some like secret people around town who, like, they're watching you as you're doing these competitions, and if people have done like really cool things, then they choose you for the finale. So it's like, it's worth it to participate in almost every single, you know competition that you can. If you get chosen, then you get chosen for the finale, and that's where the real prize lies.
Dermot, have you ever been chosen for the finale?
Yes, I have, like, 2 years ago. That's right.
I'm impressed. I'm sorry I missed it. You're a champion around here.
He dusts off his shoulders, kind of coughs a little bit into his hand. He's like, "Yep, that's right. I'm a champion."
All right, well, I'm excited to see who wins this year. I mean, there have been some troublemakers in town, but I don't think they're gonna ruin the party for us.
Yeah, that's right. We're not gonna let those troublemakers ruin this for us. You gonna join us?
Yeah, let's go. I want to meet all your friends.
All right. Well, then let's do it. Let's do it. Uh, like they said, it's got to be that. It's down at the docks. They hold it at the docks every single year. Uh, yeah, I would definitely know that, having been a champion once. All right, so he'll start
I'll
walking
follow
towards
you.
the docks. All right, cool. And then we're gonna go ahead and pan over to Ruin, who is accompanied by Lissa. Um, they're sitting at the stage, Ruin with his legs kind of draped over, really sad because he couldn't make another friend with this monk that he just fought. Scared him off, and Lissa is just kind of comforting Ruin. And yeah, he's just sitting there. And uh that's when you basically see coming in from, like, the corner, um Anira, who walked by following the smell of pie. At
Oh boy.
least almost it was more the smell of stale pie at this point, but there was still like kind of lingering in the air. Anira, what you smelled was like the remnants of like this sort of freshly spiced, salty, like beefy. Maybe you smell some carrots, um, just like a mincemeat pie almost. And you're just kind of smelling. You're just following following your nose and your stomach, and you happen upon your friends Ruin and Lissa.
Hey, you guys smell like pie.
Yeah, I just lost a pie eating contest. I almost killed this monk though. I don't. He tried to kill me with poison. I don't understand what was happening. I still don't feel so hot. I am going to kill that damn dragonborn when I see it.
That sounds complicated. Do you have any pie left?
I like look around. Is there is there any like non like vomited pie left?
Oh, actually, on the table where where all of the contestants were sitting, there is actually, um, so if you recall, the person running the competition last round was little put off by Liz. Was clearly like a little attracted to Liz and kind of left without cleaning up. Just kind of forgot to clean up, or at least trusted that the chefs will come back to clean up. But the finale has started by this point, and there are there's like a quarter eaten pie, a half eaten pie. There's your pie, Ruin, that you had there, and because you were sitting in the middle of the table, and then one empty tray, which was the last pie that Irvin ate, and then another almost full pie. So you can pick your take your pick from any one of those.
Are you gonna say pick your poison?
Yeah, you can pick your poison.
Okay, she'll go for the half-eaten pie.
Which one? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Well, you said there was a quarter, a half, and an almost full.
All right.
Right.
So yeah, the half would have been the.
Second one?
Yeah, I think it was the second one. Ruin. Are you seeing any of this? Clocking any of that, or?
You know what? Let's see if I do with my absolutely janked up body. Yeah, I'm gonna say I wouldn't eat that one, Anira. That is not a good one.
She's like eating at this point.
Oh, that's
Oh no.
that's
what,
not good.
What's wrong with it?
So Anira, let's do this. I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So bad.
So if I'm correct, I think you started eating Ruin's pie. All right, cool.
It's the only full one. Like I could not eat anymore.
So you got a really strong stomach.
Holy.
Like you tuck away this pie, and a few minutes pass by, as you're just the pie is delicious, by the way. It's a little lukewarm, but honestly, some of the best pie you've ever had. However, after about 5 minutes pass, you think you feel something in your stomach, right? But you shrug it off, and you're actually okay. The DC was 22.
I'm just
not
like
getting poisoned.
I'm just like
So
I'm just watching this, just like what?
I love it.
I
Nira's a machine.
I'm gonna go.
Oh no, just a fucking beast.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over and try eating a little bit more. Like was it actually poisoned?
Oh god. Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Like you had just got your poison cleared, my dude.
It's such a good roll.
No.
So soon as you eat it, about 45 seconds pass, and you just start throwing up again.
Oh no.
Dude, are you okay?
No, that's definitely I'm not. Nope. All right, we should go. I think there's stuff happening somewhere. I think. Just gonna lay down here for a second.
Ruin you're poisoned again, by the way.
Sweet.
All right. So alrighty then.
I am wisdomous.
Yes, there is. Yeah, y'all hear the drums, and Lissa at this point is like, "Hey, we gotta go, guys.
Why didn't she stop
Ruin
me?
your dumbass." And so she looks at you. She's like, "I stopped because I just wanted to see where it went." And
Accurate.
so she starts walking toward in the direction of the drums, not really knowing where she's going. But when y'all heard the drums start, you heard it start from like a distance and then like get like it started like beating in a specific direction, almost as if the town itself was trying to direct everybody to a specific location. So y'all start walking, and I would say Maramir, you were probably over here, kind of like at the edge of town. You three start hearing the drums and start following the streets down here. Uh, Liz, having had that chase scene, would know, at least be a little more familiar with the area. She was trying to like run away from Irvin. Um, Ruin, by the way, you have a medal in your inventory now. You should be able to import that from D&D Beyond. So y'all start kind of like walking in this direction. And I would say, Monkey, you're over there with Dermot. Let's see if we can bring Dermot in. He's walking with you. And so y'all, a few minutes pass by. You start seeing a crowd, just like you're able by this point to start following the crowd, honestly, because they're starting to kind of convalesce, or not convalesce, but like coalesce together near this dock over here. Liz, she kind of just bulldozes through the crowd so she can get to the front. And yeah, you're surrounded by an entire crowd by this point. Maramir, I think after a couple of minutes, like you start to be able to catch up, I would say. um I think you might make it here by the time announcements start. There you go. And as for Dermot and Monkey, y'all are kind of at the edge of the crowd. I would say somewhere over here. So we can get you over here too. Ah, that went really far. Cool. All right, so you see kind of like this makeshift stage, very similar to the same stage that you that y'all saw for the pie eating competition. And there at the docks is like this banner over the dock that says Grand Finale, without the E, it's just like FENAL. And there's what looks to be the elder kind of there, and says, "All right, I feel like we got enough people, don't you think?" And the crowd starts applauding, just really happy that the talking has started. A couple of them have been waiting for a little bit, and I'm like, okay, well then, it has come to my attention that there are some really interesting contestants amongst you today. And you can kind of feel, oh god. He looks down because y'all are basically to the front, and he sees you in your armor, and there's a look of recognition on his face as he sees you throwing up. He's like, "Hey, can we get somebody to take care of this guy, please?"
I'm fine. I'm fine.
And there's a medic who kind of comes over to you and just kind of starts running you down as he continues talking.
I
They're
ate
just
a
kind of
meat pie.
checking you, asking you questions.
It was delicious. I ate so much of it, and I think it was somebody was trying to kill me, and I just kept eating it.
Well, this sounds like a you problem. I
Uh,
mean,
thanks.
why would you keep eating it?
I said it was delicious, didn't I?
Well, I can't fault you for that.
Was-
We have some of the best food here in Jigo.
You wouldn't
I
happen
can't
to
fault you for that.
you wouldn't happen to like know like a just like a chef dragonborn.
He's kind of looking off in the distance as he's just kind of reminiscing on some of the really great dishes that he's eaten.
It's great. Thanks.
And then that captures his attention, and he's like, "Dragonborn,
Yeah.
no. I'm here to try to take care of you." So
Okay.
you said you think you were poisoned?
Yeah, for sure.
So he takes out his bag and he's like looking through it. You hear like the clink of some glass in there, and he pulls out one of them, gives it a look and a little swirl, and it looks like it's like a little glass bottle with a cork stopper in it and some green liquid inside. Says, "This should fix you up," and he gives it to you.
I'm not even gonna check like what it is. I'm just gonna drink it.
Awesome. He's definitely one of the medics and clerics in town. It's his job to take care of people who are sick. And you immediately feel like you feel a little better. And then he takes out another little bottle, right? And he says, "Here, chase it down with this." And it just looks like a little bubbly as you down this one. As you start downing this one, it tastes a little sweet, sparkly, you know,
Okay.
and it kind of settles your stomach a little bit. But
That's nice.
you
That's
should
pleasant.
be clear of the poison.
Oh, that's
at
nice.
this point.
That's nice.
It's like, all right, the first one's free.
I'm just
Anything
gonna
else after that's gonna cost you.
I'm just gonna palm him like a gold. Be like, it's just for you.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no. He pockets it and then he just walks off.
Just remember me. Remember me. Not for the vomiting. Remember me.
I'll remember you, all right, no worries.
That doesn't sound good at all.
So the elder's like, okay, now the final test of merit. You all know what this is. Every single year, which one of you has done the best? And we've had our eyes on two specific groups. He looks down right in the front. Luckily for me, I don't have to look very far for the first one. You three. And he points at you, Ruin, you, Anira, and Liz. I need y'all to come up here.
Okay. I'm just gonna saunter up there.
Cool. And he starts looking out in the crowd, and the crowd starts to hush a little bit as they're just kind of waiting with bated breath, hoping that they'll get chosen. And he sees at the edge, you, tiny goblin, and a bunch of, since like this is a town full of orcs and goblins, a lot of them like, me? And it's like, no, not you. He saunters off the stage, kind of goes through the crowd as it parts like the Red Sea, and the crowd parts into like this path, and right at the end of the path is the Dragonborn that you were looking for, Ruin. And you see this because like you're up on the stage, you're looking right down the crowd, and you see right at the end of it Dermot and Monkey. You points right at you. Points right at Dermot. He's like,
I whisper to Dermot like, "Be careful, that's him," and I like point on stage to Ruin.
So he kind of taps you on the chest. He's like, "I know, that's the same guy." And then so Dermot's like, "Me? For real?" It's like, "Well, not really you, but your friends. Where are your friends?" And Dermot's
Did I hear any of that? Did I hear that? Did I hear
No,
any
no,
of
no,
that?
no. They're at the end of the crowd. It got whispered. The only person who caught this was Monkey and Dermot. And so Dermot looks a little crestfallen. You can catch that though.
I'll
Ruin.
catch that.
Yeah, you definitely catch that Dermot's a little crestfallen.
Little side eye.
And he's like, well, they said they'd be here. And then kind of looks off to the side, doesn't see anything, and just hesitantly walks up to the stage, as followed by the elder. They get up to the stage. He sets you on one side of the dock, Dan, Monkey and Dermot, and then he sets Anira, Ruin, and Liss off to the other side, so there's a clear separation. And as soon as that happens, you hear Dermot, and often like the back right corner, like as you're facing the crowd, you see this really big orc, kind blue eyes, and Dermot looks up at you. Monkey says, "That's Maggie. That's Maggie. Maggie!" And Maggie just starts running. You kind of like as she gets up on the dock, you kind of feel like this little rumble on the floor as she steps up there, and followed behind her almost sneakily. You wouldn't have caught it if you weren't like really trying to pay attention, but is Gal Sariad, or Gal. Y'all met him at the swimming race, and Irvin, who joins her. And about, I don't know, say about 10 seconds after that, Io follows up and says, "I can't believe y'all made Dermot. They think you're awesome." And Dermot's like, yeah, they think I'm awesome. It's me.
No.
And
I almost feel bad.
And so Monkey, you definitely hear this, but you don't question it because this is your new friend, and you kind of wanted to meet his group there. And Dermot just kind of shakes his head, looks up at you, Monkey, and says, "Hey, Monkey, these are my friends," and says, "This is Maggie." Points at the orc with the kind blue eyes, and she seems very intelligent to you. And she holds out a beefy hand and says, "Nice to meet you."
I don't say anything. I just shake the hand, like very sturdy handshake.
Yeah, and this is all going by really fast. And it's like, "This is Io. She's the leader of the group. She's great." And she just says, "So," doesn't hold out a hand or anything like that.
Just nod back.
You get the same kind of thing from Galsariad. And Irvin, he holds out his hand, jubilantly, is like, "Hi." Shakes your hand, and he's like, "I'm Irvin." And
hey Irvin.
And he's like, "Wait, weren't you the cook at the pie eating competition?"
Oh yeah, I cook the best pies.
You really did. Oh my god, those are so good. And you immediately recognize him as the winner of that competition. So you've seen Irvin before, and at that point you are all kind of acquainted. And I think as these introductions are finished, Maramir, you've basically caught up with the group at this point, and you see on the stage, you see Ruin, Anira, and Liss. What would you like to do?
What could I hear any of this conversation as I was approaching?
As you're approaching, let me see. What's your passive perception?
Passive perception, not great, I don't think.
Okay, yeah, no, you wouldn't have caught this with your passive perception, but you would have been able to see your friends up on the stage there.
I see. Maramir is pretty careful. I think he tends to want to see what's going on, to kind of judge the scenario in front of him. So he kind of quietly just kind of walks in a way that no one really notices, kind of just gets almost right up to the side of the stage, kind of on maybe the opposite side of the stage from where everyone's paying attention, just to kind of get a closer look of what's going on to see if he can do anything without really drawing any attention to himself.
Absolutely. So so you do that, and the elder is like, okay, I think we have the full groups. He looks at both groups and kind of, like he's rolling for perception. And he looks at your group, Ruin, and he's like, didn't I see y'all with someone before? Aren't you missing someone?
Wait, are you talking about my friend? Maramir? Where? Yeah, yeah. No, we had he disappeared though, and I don't know where he went.
Disappeared. Well, I mean, if he's gonna be anywhere, he might be in the crowd. Like anybody who's anybody is here.
Maramir! Maramir!
So you hear that, Maramir?
Right. Is it possible for me to actually just climb up stage right beside him without him? Like, I don't know what the stage looks like, but can I pretty much just
actually roll stealth?
roll stealth? Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see what I can do here. Stealth. Yeah. Okay. So it's been a while. Damn it. Not a good one. Did it come across?
It did. So
Yeah. Not good.
so you rolled a 7. Okay. So as you're trying to sneak up like right next to Ruin, right? You're trying to climb up onto the stage, but your cloak actually catches the edge, like the corner of the wood there.
Yeah.
And yeah, just as you're trying to swing up that last leg, that your cloak gets caught, and then you trip and fall off the stage on the corner there.
Maramir, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh,
It is.
where you been? Where'd you go?
I thought I saw someone I knew, but I was mistaken. And then I turned around and everyone was gone.
Oh, well, that's my fault. I'll definitely make sure that next time we don't lose track of each other. I got to take care of my friends, and that's 100% on my fault. I'm sorry.
Cool.
No.
So the elder at this point clocks all of this, and he's like, well, I think we have everybody. And at this point, the crowd hears him, and like his voice is magically like was like magically made louder, right? And and as soon as he says, I think we have everyone, the whole crowd looks crestfallen. And he's like, now. Y'all know the deal. If you just did a little better in your competitions, you might find yourself up here. You still have a chance next year. And the crowd just starts murmuring. And he's like, but for everyone who tried, they get a free pie at the Moonlight Inn. And everybody at that point
I start groaning like that. The pies at that inn are nothing compared to mine.
And at this point, everybody's like, it just starts. Their ears perk up because like the city to them is known for the food, and they're immediately happy with that. And the elder just kind of mutters to himself. He's like, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna pay for that, but whatever. So at this point, he starts clapping. Everybody starts the noise starts to die down a little bit, and from behind the podium that is up there that he's like trying to talk from, he pulls out a kind of like a briefcase, and he opens it, And in that briefcase, you see about 10 glass bottles, all with cork stoppers in them. And each one of them, you kind of see they're like this turquoise blue, almost like the color of the sea, the color of the liquid inside. And he starts handing them to each one of you. And as he says to each one of you, he says, "Their magic lasts for 1 hour. You're gonna need this." And he gives it to everybody. Everybody grabs it. And at this point, he raises his arm and he addresses everybody assembled. He's like, "Everybody, the competitors have everything they need. Now follow me, please." And he starts walking down the dock. And of course, y'all are gonna follow suit to come behind him. And right off the dock there, as y'all can see here, you start to see kind of like a set of islands.
Okay. A quick question while you set things up. Did my little laying down in the tent last session and the beginning of the session count as a short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was 50-50. You could have gone either way on that one.
Yeah. I would say in the amount of time that it took for you to kind of sit there and rest after your battle with Dan or with Monkey, that it would have taken Monkey about, I don't know, 20 minutes to get to the homeless shelter by foot. You also had to wait for Liz to come back from her little chase sequence, trying to steal the medal for you.
Absolutely stealing the medal for him.
By the way, Liz, you see Irvin in the other group there, and Irvin at this moment is shooting daggers at you, like from his eyes, just looking at you. He remembers what went down between you two.
I'm ignoring him.
You said what?
I'm ignoring him.
Do I notice it?
Roll perception.
I just want to reassert my intimidation. 17.
Yeah, you definitely notice it.
I'm just gonna like just mean mug him back. Just remind him that I'm scary, very scary person.
Oh, he's absolutely ignoring you. He only has eyes. He only has eyes for Liz right now.
I'm gonna kill
He
you
notices
later.
that he notices that she's ignoring him, and he's just waiting for her to like sneak a look over to see if he can just be like,
I'm gonna accidentally smite you later. All right, go on.
And then so at this moment, you all kind of walk up to the mouth of what looks like a cave, and
Yes.
y'all stand before the mouth of the cave, and the elder Ushru addresses you and the other group. "You brave and valiant individuals have triumphed in many challenges this day. Now, the final test of merit awaits you."
I didn't triumph in anything. I lost so many.
He pulls a palm-sized gold and emerald amulet from his robes, and he holds it aloft in the air and declares, "This metal's twin has been placed in the deepest cavern of the Emerald Grotto. Be the first to claim the Emerald Eye and return it to this place
History check.
to be declared G-Gal's Champions of Merit."
History check.
Absolutely. So go ahead and roll.
Yes. I love it.
All right. So with your natural 1 for a total of 0, you have been through the ringer today, and you essentially forget which festival you're in. Honestly,
I don't remember the name either.
When he says the Festival of Merit, you're like, wait, that's what I was doing.
I want
And-
to look over to the team here, Anir and Alyssa, Anir and Alyssa, and just be like, it's green, and I think it's a gem.
They look
You're
at
right.
you and they're like, yes, you're right.
Ah,
You got this.
all right. Yeah, I read that. I read that in a book. I have this.
a couple of your the people on your rival team, they clock this and they're like,
It's green, right? And
it is.
I'm
Very
It's
green.
definitely very green.
I think it's important for this town.
It's got some gold in it too.
All right.
Uh,
So at this point, he says,
hold on.
return it to this
Gold.
place to be declared. G-Gau's champions of merit begin now.
oh, all right, yeah.
And I need everybody to make a dexterity check.
Oh boy, that's not a great start. Well, at least I got that 0 out of the way.
That doesn't include me, right? I'm not on stage.
No, you are on stage too. You're with the other group.
Oh right, I the Dermot crew pulled me along.
They did.
Mhm.
15. Holy smokes!
20. 20.
Bryn.
That's fantastic.
Bryn.
I forgot I had that for 20.
That's
Bryn,
so
was that
good.
you?
Yeah, it was Bryn.
What did you say, Hector? Sorry.
I said, Bryn, was that you?
That's
Thanks, I
amazing.
hate it.
It's so great. Oh no.
I love
Okay.
Foundry so much.
All
Plug
right,
for Boundary
Mary-
BTT.
Remember you had a 17, looks like.
Yeah.
I
Liz,
forgot how to roll on this thing.
Liz, I need you to roll for Mary,
I got a
inside
20.
of Forge,
check.
there's a little tabs like
Okay.
in your little chat thing. Should be one that looks like a bunch of people. You should be able to like click on your character in there, and then that'll bring
Oh.
up your character sheet.
Hey.
So what's the difference between rolling dexterity and rolling a dexterity check?
So ability check and a dexterity savings throw. One is specifically for like something like what Hector's asking for, and another is like, say you're like making a jump across a bridge or something, and that would be like a saving throw versus an ability check.
But I just rolled dexterity, not saving or.
That's a dexterity ability check. The dexterity saving throw in your character sheet is so like if you go to your character sheet in Forge, right?
Yeah.
In the attributes tab, do you see how there's like strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma? See the little 2 boxes in there? Should be like one box on both sides of like a, I don't know, maybe like a green check mark or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you hover over one of them, the one on the right, it says saving throw.
Yep. So sometimes
Okay,
there's
so
different modifiers for like
Yeah.
ability versus saving.
Right. But do I want the saving throw or do I want the other?
No, so almost always when I say roll something, you're gonna roll just the ability itself.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a dexterity save, Monkey, that you just did. When I say roll dexterity, you're gonna yeah, you can just click on, there you go. That's a dexterity check versus a dexterity save. So saving throws basically occur whenever something bad is about to happen to you, and you need to roll to see if your character can save themselves from that particular thing.
Nothing bad happens in this game.
Yeah, nothing bad happens in
Don't challenge the DM, Monkey.
this game. So, all right. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and roll for the characters real quick.
Roll for initiative. A dragon flies down from the sky.
Question: do y'all see that?
No.
Great.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, he figured out.
right.
He figured out sneaky
I saw a
DM
bunch
rolls.
of question marks.
Oh no.
I did the,
Oh.
I did the
Private
right
dice.
thing. Yeah. Okay.
Sneaky
private
DM
info.
rolls. So as we're do we see a dragon? No. Welcome, Ariel. Thank you everybody for joining. We got 8 viewers. We had 15 and 20 at one point.
Whoa. Okay. Your group rolled like shit, Monkey. So this means that you 4 are gonna go into the cave first.
Just like ninjas.
Are we not waiting for Dermot to roll?
That's what he just did.
Dermot rolled.
Oh, sorry, I didn't understand what was happening.
Yeah, so if you look in the chat, you'll probably see a bunch of GM rolled.
Okay.
Did a
see
private
that, yeah.
private roll or something. I just rolled for that entire group, and I took your roll into account. Well, one of you did a nat 20. One of them did a nat 1.
Ooh.
So
Group
yeah,
check fail.
group check fail basically. All right, so your group is going to go ahead and go in first, and let me go ahead and set the scene.
Let's go, everybody. I'm just vibing. I don't like, hey, everyone, what are we supposed to be doing in this cave? Do you know? Nobody explained it to. I think we're supposed to find that shiny gem.
He explained it. Your job is to find the twin of that medallion that
What does the cave look like?
It's like a pamphlet I'm holding right now.
Is it short? Is it tall? Is it wide? Is it dark? Is it bright?
So so basically at the mouth of the cave, like you saw a set of what looked to be islands. They're definitely rocky, with some moss kind of growing on the outside of it. At the top of one of them, you kind of see a little bit of a palm tree, and but to you, they mainly just look like rocky outcroppings, kind of peeking out over the water. And closest to the dock, where that dock led up to, you see the mouth of a cave. And from there, you kind of all of y'all enter into this cave, and you should see a new map now.
Yeah.
Do y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
Can I go forward?
Yeah. So I just want to all right, everybody, what's the plan here? Does everybody have dark vision? Can everybody see right now?
Yeah, this place is lit.
All right. So it's a good start.
Right, is it really lit? It should not be lit. Oh, wait, I'm checking the stream.
Slightly lit.
That's all you can see. That's
so I have dark vision. All right.
That's too.
Okay, Anira.
So in this
Yeah.
cave, what I was gonna say is roll perception.
Okay.
Everyone?
Anybody who wants to see a little more, or at least try to see what they see.
Sick. I'm just like, I see
roll perception.
everything.
Okay.
Oh my god. 2 20s.
This is gonna be great. It's gonna be absolutely great. Okay.
Just like,
All right. So Anira and Liss and Maramir. Yeah.
I'm just like,
Anira, Liss, and Maramir, you notice that that you see a murky pool of water. So like as you enter the mouth of the cave, it's just a little taller than actually it's probably about as tall as an orc, actually, I would say. Maggie would have a little bit of trouble kind of like walking straight forward through this. There's a little bit of sand and what looks to be a murky pool of water. That pool of water, to you, Anira, you see that there's some depth to it, and you notice that there's a tunnel in this pool of water that dips below sea level. And at that moment, like, it kind of clicks in y'all's head that the the rocky outcroppings that you saw, like the little islands, are all essentially underwater caverns that are connected to each other. And it's definitely easy to realize that you're about to completely go underwater. At this moment, um, one of y'all can either roll arcane um, for the little vial of um, potion that was given to you by the mayor. Um,
Does anybody have a good arcane? Because I don't.
I got a
I'm
+4.
good. I
Plus
+4.
4.
I +4 as well.
all right, y'all can. So either y'all can roll separately, or one of you can roll at an advantage if you want to help each other out.
Ryan, you roll it at an advantage.
How do I do that?
So hold shift and then click Arcana in your character sheet.
All right, let's go here. Kana, hold shift. And then
There
do
you
what?
go.
Did that do it?
Yeah, it
Nice.
did.
That did.
Nice.
All right. So you take a harder look at the potion there. Um, you also would be able to know that like this is gonna go completely underwater. In your head, you put two and two together and you realize that in your hand is a potion of water breathing, and you remember the mayor telling you their magic lasts for only 1 hour. You can feel free to share that information with the group if you'd like.
All right. Well, it looks like we have 1 hour. And sorry, what was?
They're potions of water breathing.
They're potions of water breathing. Yes. So we have about 1 hour to pull off what we need to pull off.
Okay. I think we could do that. And everybody like double checking here. Night vision, dark vision, and dark vision. We're all good here. By the way, I have a question. Did Monkey make it in here before the other team? Is that just a coincidence on the
I'm
map?
not in this room.
So actually, you should be in this room, Monkey.
What? I thought I was waiting outside with Dermot.
Do you see the map right now, Monkey?
Yeah, I thought that was a mistake. I was like,
No, it's not. So as I was getting this group to kind of get their stuff together, I was going to explain kind of the situation that went down. So
because Monkey
right before
doesn't need a potion to breathe underwater.
Oh shit! Snap, y'all.
That is correct. And we'll get to that in a second. So right before everybody entered the cave, the elder takes you aside, Monkey. Actually, not takes you aside, but takes the whole group and says, "Okay, here's the deal. There's 6 of you and 4 of them. This is meant to be a race, and it needs to be even. I can't have a like. Can you understand the PR disaster that would occur if people like if y'all won and this other group lost? Like, it's I don't think y'all understand how big this festival is. I need y'all to choose one of you to go with the other team. And so Io immediately boots you out. I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I don't really know you from Adam. I need you to look. We'll talk afterwards if you want. And Dermot's like, come on, man. Why don't you like? Can't you like send Gal? Gal gives him like
No.
like this. Gal
Dermot,
gives him this look like, really, Dermot?
all right. Hey, did was I around? Like, were we still around when they were having this conversation? Like, deciding like were the both teams like in the discussion here?
No.
Or the team swap?
So
Come on.
yeah, y'all started going into the cave at this moment. And at that moment,
How we like? So we just have like a random person showing up.
Yeah, you're about to anyways.
Okay.
So at that moment, I was like, Dermot, come on, man. And he was like, yeah, you're right. Sorry, friend.
I'm thinking to myself, like, the Aurora, whatever they were called, the Aurora people were supposed to help me with this problem, but
The Aurora Watch.
The Aurora Watch were supposed to help me with this my little mission, but looks like I'm gonna have to do things my way again. And I just like say, Dermot, you tried, and then I just head into the cave.
And he's like, I'm sorry, buddy. And you just kind of see him looking a little more crestfallen as you go into the cave. Now, you four, you hear some splashing behind you, and you look behind you and you see that same dragonborn.
I immediately pull my hand axe out. Like, did you come back for some more?
Hey, I'm not here to attack you. I already tried that.
The hell are you doing here then?
I'm here to win the finale. Do you want to work with me or against me?
Are you gonna try and poison him again?
First of all, I did not poison him. He ate too many of my delicious pies. Secondly,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't taste any poison.
So,
in the pie.
Liz,
That
Liz,
checks
to
out.
your knowledge, what you missed this before you came in today, but Anira found you guys at the same stage from the pie eating competition, and Anira ate the same pie that Rune was eating from, but nothing happened to her.
Yeah.
She rolled really high on the Constitution saving throw,
So high.
so she did not get poisoned from the same pie.
Then I ate it again.
Oh.
And got poisoned again.
Then I got poisoned again. So,
I am sorry,
As far as you know, Rune has a terribly sensitive stomach.
no, I specifically was like with that cleric medic. It was just like, man, you are pretty messed up. Gave me a poison antidote, and so I have like I might
Actually roll
not-
Arcana.
Ah, shit.
To you, it could have been soda.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm just like, I don't like you. I don't trust you, and I should have ended you earlier.
I didn't want to involve the rest of the party in my, sort of like personal vendetta.
Mm-hmm.
But I just sort of say, like, exasperated, like, I think it should be it's you we should be worried about, with your traitorous tendencies.
I am going to cast Harness Divinity.
At this moment, you start to hear splashes behind you as the rival group kind of shows up.
Let's
And
just get going.
It's now starting to feel a little cramped in here.
Fine.
Dragonborn can swim well, can't they?
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Let's use the dragon.
Fine. I'll kill you later. Let's go.
Well,
All right.
We'll talk later. Let's find this gem. And I pull out my fancy, what is it? I lost my items. I think I have
Ruidium dagger.
Yeah, I pull out my dagger and I I start. I don't really know how this works. I start
Well, it's not your dagger. It's your chakram. Like so what y'all see is he pulls out this circle. Now, Ruin, you recognize this blade, but he pulls out this circle of metal. It's gold with a ring of red, like almost look like stone running through the center of it. And as he brings it out, it starts to glow faintly. And Ruin, you recognize the glow as it almost looks like the same glow that came from Liz when she misty stepped in the last session.
So yeah, I can use this to breathe water. is the point here.
That's dope.
So I sort of dive in head first, and I start, because everyone else is sort of figuring out their powers, but I'm really confident with this, and I just start, swimming, trying to find this gem.
You hear Dermot behind you, by the way, is like, if you can breathe water, do you want that potion?
I chug my potion because I don't want to get left behind, and I trust the dragon at least in the water. I trust him in the water to know what he's doing.
I
Okay.
identified the potion, so I know what it does. So I drink it.
All
We
right.
dive in. You diving in too?
Ruin, you see Liz and Maramir dive in after Monkey.
All right.
So
I
let's
just
go ahead and get Monkey over here leading the way.
I mean, I think Anira doesn't want to be left out, so she's gonna like drink it.
All right, so Ruin, you're basically going to be the last one going in.
all right.
All right, Phil,
I'll hold up the rear.
all right, feel free to move forward.
Okay.
Do I see any
Oh, let me go
Green.
ahead. Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you what you see. So, as you dive in to the tunnel, basically, I'm sorry about this. It's my fault. It takes you into the same room that you're in. It's just there was not enough squares to put you in the beginning, and y'all go underwater, and you're in this exact room that you're in right now. You see the light trickling in from the entrance to the grotto. That's kind of it's blotted out by like thick patches of kelp that fill this underwater chamber. As y'all are swimming, y'all can feel the kelp kind of go brush up against your arms. It's a little slimy, and you notice that there's just a little pocket of air towards the top that the kelp fronds kind of like poke up through, and they're like brushing the ceiling. And between all of the kelp leaves, you kind of see a glimmer of light coming from farther ahead. And from here, I need you all to roll a athletics check.
Okay.
Wait, where's athletics?
Natural 20.
In your
Hey,
attributes.
I didn't get a little train. Can you only get the train, Anira?
Yeah, you have to like you can customize how your dice work in
Oh, I
in
got
the
it.
settings for Foundry. There's a bunch of animations.
I'll take that offline and figure that out later.
Oh,
Hell yeah! All right, so
I'm still trying to get it to actually roll for me. Did it work?
yeah,
no,
worked
it
the
rolled.
first
It
time.
rolled the first time. The first time though,
okay.
you rolled an 8, which it's not bad. It's a group check. We got a nat 20 from Liz, 21, and a 19 from Anira. Balances out the roll from Maramir and Monkey. Y'all start to swim through the kelp, and Anira, you make it through without any problem, and so do you, Rune, as you actually kind of pass as you pass Monkey and Maramir. And Liz, you see Monkey and Maramir struggling against the kelp. It's hard for them to kind of swim through. It seems as though Maramir's cloak is, just like caught up against some of the kelp as some of it's kind of like ripping out from the bottom. Monkey just got like a face full of kelp, and they're both just struggling at this moment. So
I pull out my sickle and I swim to them and I cut the kelp away. I pull on Maramir's cloak and I cut it away because he's just going to keep getting caught. He might be pissed, but this is what he needs. Sorry.
Beautiful. So at that point, you cut away the kelp, you grab them by the arm, and you kind of, you two feel like this unnatural strength coming from this what looks to be like a female elf, as she just pulls you through, and that's for you, Monkey, because you haven't really met Liz. I mean, you
I was
recognize her.
I was a little bit intimidated by the last time because the sort of like red orb thing was very similar to my mysterious dagger.
Absolutely. So you still see the same character pulling you through the kelp, which was much needed because you definitely needed the help. and y'all make it there to the next room. Um, so at this point, by the way, who all has dark vision?
I think everybody does.
Everybody has dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so um, if you didn't have dark vision, and for those of you like you know the difference between dark and light, you're essentially submerged in darkness at this moment. All of y'all can still see though. I know a lot of by the way, above table for everyone here, a lot of DMs like to do dark vision as a as kind of like a grayscale, you know, night vision, like night goggles kind of thing. In my world, dark vision you can see in the dark. It is dark vision after all. So just wanted to let y'all know that. So either way, but y'all can see perfectly well in the caverns here. So as you go into the next room, uh, so y'all can join Rune where he is now. As y'all go into the next room, uh, silvery moonlight like starts to filter through a gap in like this cavern stone ceiling. And ahead, you see the path through the grotto splitting into two tunnels, one to the south and one to the east. So as you're going here, to your left is a fork, and straight ahead is another fork. The fork straight ahead seems to be covered in kelp as well, but the fork to your left seems pretty clear. And I'd like to remind y'all this is a race as well.
Okay. I'm because it seems like everybody's kind of hanging back. By the way, you can click on your icon and drag it. But I'm gonna just kind of like point in both directions and like shrug, like, and then kind of point towards the left and be like, you know, because like I'm assuming we're underwater, we really can't talk very clearly to each other. Just like,
That is correct.
I'm gonna point in both directions and make a parting motion.
split the party. Oh.
I sort of still have my eye on Ruin, and I lean in his direction.
At this point,
I just like flip you off.
The other group was able to make it through the kelp at the same time as y'all, and there's like not enough room, or I would bring in their tokens as well.
I give Dermot a thumbs up.
And Dermot looks at you and gives you 2 thumbs up. With
boy.
like a huge cheese, like huge cheesing like smile on his face.
I see this like friendship between the two, and now I'm even more suspicious of Dermot and Monkey.
Okay. And roll an insight check for me, Rude.
Oh, okay. I'm insightful.
Okay. It definitely looks like they're friendly with each other.
I don't like that.
Okay. So at this moment, you notice Maggie swim past y'all to the southern fork. And at that moment, like she's just like, you see that Io kind of points at the southern fork, the one that's filled with kelp, and Maggie instantly like swims over there, and it's a little big and it's like cramped in here, and she's like covering that entrance now, and she motions to Dermot to come over. Dermot swims, goes past you and gives you a high five,
Jesus.
Monkey, and then he recognizes the rest of you. And last y'all left off, y'all were still kind of friendly, but gives a fist bump to Anira, and Liz, were you at the maze?
No.
Okay, gives a fist bump to Anira, and then curtly nods to you, Ruin. Swims past you, and Maggie lets him through the hole, and he disappears through the kelp. Io follows, and you notice she swims really fast,
Mhm.
like just cutting right through the water. For those of you who haven't met Io yet, Io is this blue. You see this blue uh, humanoid, uh, like in blue skin with just with short cut black hair. Um, she's pretty, has like this kind of wayfish look to her, and as she's swimming, there's like this grace. She's a water genasi for anybody who hasn't seen her in the past, and this is a eclectic like environment. All of y'all would know that water genasi, what a water genasi is. She swims through the current just fine. Gets through to the kelp, and she disappears behind Maggie. And Irvin and Galsariad like pass all of y'all. None of you, they neither of them um actually not recognize your presence, but neither of them actually like say hi to any of you. But you do see Irvin give Liz like a seething look as he swims by, and
Did they
disappears
notice
into the kelp.
the other passage?
They
Or
noticed
did
they noticed the other passage, but what Maggie did is as soon as she got into the room, they know this is a race. She just started swimming straight. Um, and she's kind of blocking the way there as the rest of them disappear behind her, and she stands there and she kindly looks at all of you and she just kind of waves hi,
So
and she stays there.
can I use my Misty Step to get past her and follow them?
Oh crap! All right.
I mean, if you'd like, but this is a race between two groups. But you
So
can
we can't
absolutely,
split up. So we have to achieve it together.
you do have to achieve it together. Above table, I would say this to you, like if you follow
Mhm.
this group, they're playing against your current group right now in like a real world environment. They're not going to be helping you out on anything as they're going through the caves and the caverns. They're completely devoted and focused on one goal, which is making it to the end.
Okay. I don't
And I guess
know. I don't know what kind of information that they have, but I'm still gonna just keep pointing left. I'm gonna be like, just go this direction.
But yeah, y'all definitely see everybody pass by, and they seem to be making headway now.
So let's head left. I start swimming towards Brune in the left.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm not going to stop you, Liz, if that's really what you want to do.
No, I was thinking that we could. I didn't realize we had to work together. I was like, we can separate and see, because maybe it's like a maze and there's only one right way. What if we're all going to a dead end?
No, there's definitely there. So the elder would have told you that there is no wrong way in the tunnels. You just have to make it to the end.
Oh, okay, that's good information.
Oh, what are these? These little barriers.
Oh, stop. I would say stop in this next room.
The big room, the cavern.
Yeah, the cavern.
Okay. There we go. Okay, we're kind of just floating here, hanging out.
Cool. So we have. Sorry,
Where's
taking
Liz?
some notes here.
Where's Liz's token?
Oh, I'm trying. I'm figuring it out.
Oh,
I collided with a wall.
got you.
Well, it's a good way for you to learn how to work with Forge. All right, cool. So at this point, I would say that actually, yeah.
Do I see anything in this cavern? Like as I'm looking around, I can't speak to my team, which is like RP.
So as you go
awfulness.
into this, you see the walls and the ceiling and the floor of this chamber are covered in bioluminescent algae,
Oh,
which are
algae.
emitting algae.
I was no, it just made me think of a movie. It's fine. I have kids.
Is it algae or algae?
It's either.
Algae. I'm gonna say algae.
Potato.
Potato. Which so they emit like this faint bluish glow that dimly lights the entire cavern. There are two large, like jagged stone pillars in the middle that are also coated with the same bioluminescent algae. Uh, stand that are standing at opposite ends of the chamber. Surrounding the farthest pillar, in front of the exit from this cavern, is a thick patch of bone white seagrass.
Can we investigate the seagrass?
Yeah, you're right.
Investigate.
Yeah. How are you investigating the seagrass?
I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna poke it
Swim
with
to
my
it.
axe.
Okay. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's awful. Hey, what's up?
Okay. So,
Right.
Nat 20.
as you poke this seagrass, this bone white seagrass, you notice that the grass snaps out and tries to grab you as like there are these tendrils of grass, and it almost looks like they shoot out and kind of curve at the very like tips of the blade of the grass, as it tries to grab you. But at that moment, it grabs you around the wrist, and you react by just like pulling away, and it kind of rips one of the like blades of grass out. And at this moment, the grass now is like a little agitated,
Ooh.
and like every single blade of grass is like kind of waving back and forth.
Oh.
What would you like to do?
Keep swimming. I don't know what this is, and I don't like it.
I dive up next to him and start slashing at the grass with my dagger.
Oh God.
Okay.
What?
So I need you to make a either make a nature or survival check, whichever one you want.
Well,
Actually, no, not a nature or survival check. I'm sorry, this is wrong. So so I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, since you tried to cut at the grass.
1 sec.
Just click
And
on.
before you cut at this grass, Rune, the grass does grab you. Like you ripped one away, and when you ripped one away, you managed to get grabbed by the other, and they just pull you in. The rest of you
What
catch
kind of
this.
nat
You
20
see,
is that, Hector?
I'll explain it to you in a second. The rest of you see Rune pulled into this grass, and Rune, you feel like all of these like blades of grass kind of just try to like grab you, and almost you feel this pressure like it's hugging you, right? But you feel like this inner strength surge from within you, and you manage to like swim past, kind of fighting it, and you emerge on the other side, and
Oh,
on the tunnel on the other side.
shit. Okay. All right. Since I made it across, and like Monkey was starting to try to help me and come follow me across, is there a way?
Was it Monkey or Maramir?
It was Monkey that was trying to help.
Okay.
With my dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a way that I could help Monkey, since I was like making it across? He was trying to help me, but
Yeah, so you make it across, and you notice the exact same thing happens to Monkey.
starting to happen.
You did clock that Monkey tried to help you,
Yeah.
with his blade, and he gets caught by the grass, and he manages to cut away the grass, which seems to grow every single time that you cut like one of the blades of grass, right? Another one grew in its place, and
What the Hydra?
yeah, very much. But instead of two blades of grass, it's just one. It just regrows itself. But it did grab Monkey. But however, Monkey was able to like get past, was able to cut some of the blades of grass away, and you notice that like his arm is right there at the final bit of the little patch of grass there, and you grab him by the arm and you pull him through.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, and so I just start waving everybody over, just like pointing at
They
the
can't
grass.
see you.
What?
No.
I
To
also
everybody else, y'all saw them disappear into the grass.
Oh, that is some scary shit.
I'm still sort of clutching on one blade of grass as it get pulled away, and I make sure to like pocket it because this is gonna make for, if I can figure out how to season this, it's gonna be great for my recipe.
I still have the little flappy piece that I cut off too. I'm just gonna put that in my pouch.
Okay.
All right.
What do the rest of you do? You just saw two of your group disappear into a patch of bone white grass.
Do I have any insight or like any way of checking if it's something more than it appears? Or do I just have to risk it?
It depends. I mean, what do you want to do? Like, if you were this character, what would you do in this situation if you're trying to figure out more about it?
Is there anything around me that I can try, like long, that I can try and poke at it with?
I have a javelin.
Ooh,
And a
I
spear.
wave you over. I'm like,
Oh yeah, actually, I have my spear of warning. Can I hold my spear of warning near it and see if it glows? I think I have a spear of warning.
So your spear of
I
warning.
do have a spear of warning. Yeah.
Actually, let me read on your spear of warning real quick.
It's OP. That's what it is.
I have advantage on initiative rolls?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh my god. Okay, well anyways.
You gave me this, Hector.
Thanks for the follow, Cynthia.
Okay. It seems like it awakens you. You can't be surprised, but this is not really like a surprise round or anything.
I thought it glows when there's danger.
It does. It glows when there's danger.
Yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you get close, your spear does glow.
We're sending a near in from now on.
Yeah, so I would say make a perception check.
Not good.
Cool.
Oh.
So you try to look through the grass and you can't really see. I mean, you see some movement in the grass that doesn't look like the grass, but that's about all you can see.
Are there like rocks on the ground underwater? Can I like?
Oh, by the way, as your spear gets close to the grass, the grass whips out and takes your spear.
Oh.
Can I roll something for it to not take my spear? I want to fight the grass.
I mean, by all means, you can try.
Anira likes her spear. She'll probably get pulled into the grass rather than let go.
Okay.
What should I roll?
Brilliant.
Like strength or
a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
As the grass also, so you try to reach out for the spear.
No.
So you try to reach out. Oh dear. Okay, so you try to reach out for the spear, and the spear disappears into the grass, and you try to like lunge out for it, and the grass grabs you as well. And at this moment, you're fighting against the grass. However, you're also looking for your spear. Where the fuck did your spear go? And your spear has disappeared. You can only assume that maybe it's on the ground, maybe it's in the wall, maybe it's in the middle of the grass. You have no idea as you're trying to swim through this grass and like pull grass away. And you take
Why do I only have 26 of 39 hit points? I think she did something dumb before where she got injured, right? Oh no, she was fighting the sharks.
You fought against sharks. However, you have I will allow for you to roll some of your hit dice, or it's called hit dice, right?
Yeah,
Jacob?
short rest. Yeah, it's hit dice.
Because you've had a short rest. You've had a short rest, so you can heal up from that. Just go ahead and roll the hit dice in Forge so I can see it.
Well, there's a inside the hit dice. There's a short rest S rest inside there.
Yeah, that's what I click. I click that button, but then it gets complicated. So it says pick dice to roll, and then you click rest.
There's 5.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah, there's 5. You just roll them.
And Nira takes a short rest. Oh, it didn't actually roll them. Hold on. Short rest button again. Roll button. Situational bonus, formula, public. Yeah, that's all. I guess that can just happen. Oh, I only rolled one of them. Can I roll more than one of them?
Yeah, I think there's
This is
5
where
available. There's 5
my-
available per. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, you do. You have 5 available.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, and then they reset with a long rest.
all right,
Okay,
cool.
There we go.
All right, so you're back up to full, but I need you to take 4 points of 4 points of necrotic damage.
What?
Oh,
And you are now restrained, by the way.
does the necrotic mean anything? Do I have to do anything with that?
Are
Or
you,
It depends. Does your character have resistance against necrotic?
oh. If she has resistance again, she can't be put to sleep. I think that's the only thing.
But you don't have any resistance against any specific kind of damage?
Let me check. I don't think so. It's hard to. I don't know where that is in here. I know where it is in D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
I have to
Oh yeah,
Beyond.
look in D&D Beyond, see if you can find it in there. But in the meantime, you are definitely
Yeah.
restrained.
Okay.
So this means that your speed has dropped to 0.
Can we see any of this?
Yes. Since
find
she got like put in there, you do notice that Anira
Oh, here we go.
has, been restrained at this point.
Can I see where her weapon went as well? Like, if I can't, if I
No, but you did see Anira.
Okay. I'm
Can
gonna
we
go ahead.
can we also see Nira from the other side?
No, to y'all, she disappeared.
Okay.
I'm gonna gesture to Monkey like at Anira, and like gesture like pulling her towards us.
Okay.
I
Is this the only way for us to go? Is through the white grass?
You can make an investigation check to see if you see any other exits.
Yeah. It's
in the
worth
room.
checking. I don't know what's your investigation. Mine's +4.
Just checking.
You can both check. So either one of you can roll at advantage, or you both can roll, and I'll take the highest roll.
Ryan,
Okay.
we're both +4.
We are both.
Let's both roll.
Okay.
I pressed the button. Did it roll?
Yes, it did.
14.
You have a 14.
Let's see here. Investigation.
Okay, you both rolled pretty well. You notice there are no exits from this cabin other than the area that you just came from. But you do see that the grass is in front of what looks to be the only other exit in this cavern. So to both of you, you definitely see that this is like the only way that you can go.
I'm gonna cast. Oh, sorry. Can I cast Rite of Dawn? It stops necrotic damage, and it's one of my extra things. Like, it's not a spell; it's a feature.
The extra damage dealt by your right is radiant. When active, you gain. So your weapon sheds bright light out to 20 feet. You have resistance to necrotic. So you get resistance to necrotic damage. So if you get hit by necrotic, then it gets halved.
And I'm thinking there's something dead about this. It's bone white grass.
Yeah, it is bone white grass. So you are correct. So yeah, you can use your Crimson Right, and at this point, your weapon starts to glow this red, the same kind of red that glows around you when you Misty Step. Monkey, roll perception for me.
Did it work?
Yes, it did. Okay, so you see at the other end of the grass, actually, this faint red light that reminds you of the same vein of rock in your weapons and that same red light that was around Liz. Okay, Maramir, Liz, what would y'all like to do?
I do have a question just because I don't know enough about this stuff. But does shield, like, is it like a force field, or is it like just like very like thin layer over myself? Like, I'm wondering if it's a type of thing that would prevent being grabbed.
It would not. It would not prevent being grabbed. What it can do is if a creature attacks you. So this is not a creature.
Right.
But if a creature does attack you, they have to roll against your AC. It's called your armor class.
Okay.
If they roll higher than your AC, they connect with an attack, and then they can roll damage. If they do not roll higher than your AC, they miss essentially. So
Gotcha.
your AC determines whether or not a creature hits or misses you. When you cast shield, you
Yeah.
can use it as a reaction when you see a creature like trying to hit you. And what that does is it increases your AC by 5, I believe. Is that correct? 5?
That's 5. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I roll and I roll like a 16, that plus 5 is really good. It most likely will miss you if that's the case,
Right.
but that's only for an actual attack if you're in
Okay.
initiative within combat.
Gotcha. Okay. So in that case, I actually don't have much here. Okay.
No.
I'm just gonna start splashing and swimming as fast as I can.
All
And
right.
just
I need you to make a
around.
dexterity saving throw.
Okay. So dexterity saving throw. Oh shit.
Oof. Okay, so you start trying to slash and the grass whips out and you feel it grab your legs. You didn't expect it to grab your legs because you kind of went in arms first. And then it also grabs your arms and you are now restrained. And I need you to take you did your rights, right? Your
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 1 point of necrotic damage. Well, I would say take 2 points of necrotic damage, but that's halved to 1 because of your rights. I rolled a 2, but you only take 1 point of damage. That's what your rights did for you. It gave you resistance to that kind of damage. So you're now restrained. Maramir, you saw Liz just bolt forward and then disappear into the grass. Liz, as you're in this grass, you see Anira struggling against the grass. Nira, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage, unless Rune and Monkey are trying to do something.
Yeah, I already said that I was gesturing
Yeah,
to Monkey, and I want
I
to
remember
like
that. Monkey,
Wait.
did you want to do anything?
start pulling in
Wait,
here,
can we leave? Can we go through this thing?
like keep going without them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a Nira and pull.
All right, so Monkey,
All
you
right.
see
I'm
that
sort
he's
of.
pulling.
I grab on as well, and I help you.
Okay.
Okay.
So Anira, you can make a dexterity saving throw. You got 2 people on you with advantage.
Oh, did they get through and out of it? Do I have my
Yeah,
spear yet?
they got through and out of it. You essentially see 2 arms shoot through the grass, and those
Okay.
arms are trying to like grab, like the grass is trying to grab onto those arms, but but for some reason it's not really holding them. The real reason is because they're holding on and bracing themselves against the rock in the cavern, so that way the grass doesn't pull them through. And they just you feel these 2 hands grab your arms, so you can make a dexterity saving throw as you see if you can kick through the grass with advantage. Yep, you make it through. So you start trying to kick through, because
Can I get my spear?
because the thing is they're preoccupied with trying to get you out. At that point you can look down and you do see your spear and you can try to grab it. I would say make an athletics. Yeah, make an athletics check. You just miss it, but they managed to pull you through, and you're now out on the other side. And you notice that they're bracing themselves against like the like the tunnel kind of does like a little choke point, and
Okay.
there seem to be like some good handholds, and I will let you try again on the next round. All three of you do see that Liz is now stuck in the grass. Maramir, do you want to do anything?
I have a question. Do magic flames burn underwater?
No.
Damn it. Okay.
Good question.
Oh man, because I have a bunch of stuff that I can do with my weapons, but they're mostly fire based, which is underwater is very So from my perspective, everyone has just left me alone and disappeared headfirst, like idiots, just charging forward. Awesome. Sort of regretting my choice of choosing this group. Question. Trying to. Yeah, man. This is tricky because I'm scratching my head of what I can do here. I just keep seeing people disappear and have no idea what's happened to them. Let's see here. Okay. I have, what's this called? A cantrip. But wait. Oh, can I use True Strike on this to know what its weaknesses are?
It's not a creature.
Jeez, oh man.
It's not a creature.
I don't want to like try and blast it away because people might be in it. I don't want to like hurt people. Like if I could like magic missile this sucker.
Yeah. It also, I will let you know, it doesn't have a like an AC or anything like that, or even hit points. It's it keeps going back after you destroy it.
Yeah. And if my companions are in there, I'd probably hit them, even if I temporarily cleared it for like half a second.
Now, if you'd like, you can roll nature.
What does that do?
It'll give you some more information about the plant.
Okay, I can try rolling nature. All right, let's try rolling nature. Mediocre. Did it come through?
Yeah, it did. All right, so you got an 11 on nature. You have heard of grass like this in the past. It was never really like in your studies as a spellcaster. This grass like was never written as particularly dangerous. Just something that can grab you, and as long as you were strong enough, you could definitely make it through.
I see.
You know this because like this grass can sometimes be used as components in spells, and having to try to harvest this grass has some sort of like, you know, bit of danger to it, but not too much. I mean, not too much, because like wizards are harvesting it anyways. And you know, just to be a little careful around it, just to make sure that you're not completely restrained by it. But it's fairly weak grass because it gets pulled up pretty easily.
Yeah. The thing is, I've seen people throw their weapon and lose their weapon, and I've seen people.
You did not see them. You did not see Anira lose the weapon, because what it happened in one fluid motion. Anira, like, it grabbed her weapon, but she likes her weapon, so she held on to it and she went with the weapon. As far as you could see, the grass just swallowed her up.
Right. Okay. It's interesting.
Now, I will say that the grass is not big enough to hold everyone. So, if you swim a little closer, all you see is that Liz is in there. but the rest of your group is not.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so I can see. Okay, that's
Like you can't
interesting.
see through it, but you can definitely see in it. Does that make sense?
Okay, gotcha. Right. So no idea of the depth, only that Liz is in there. Okay.
I mean, you get the depth. I'm saying like you can't see through to the other side. It's like pretty shadowy on the other side and
Okay.
covered by the grass. But it definitely it's the same depth as the cavern that you're in right now. And the only person you see in there is Liz.
Okay.
Essentially saying that it's safe enough to go through, and Liz just maybe having a little bit of a hard time.
Little help here.
Yeah, I guess so. I have a dagger and a sword. I draw both weapons because I have double swords. All right. I guess I'm going in after them. Those people, they'll be in trouble without me here. So yeah, I guess I head towards where Liz is and try to somewhat cut around her with both my weapons simultaneously.
Okay. Now on the other side, are y'all doing anything to help Liz out?
Yeah.
I'm focused on getting my spear.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
I'm gonna also reach for Lissa and start trying to pull her back in as well.
Okay, so
You can
with
strike
with with Maramir trying to cut away the grass that's holding your legs, Liz, and Ruin trying to pull you by your arms, you can roll a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Okay, so if I press the plus, no, you said shift.
Yes, shift to roll with advantage.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Yes.
You make it through brilliantly. Maramir, you see that with cutting the grass, it freed
Yeah.
her legs, and you notice a pair of Monkey, are you helping?
I think so. It's hard to because I was pulling on someone else before. It's very confusing, but I'm definitely pulling whoever we're actively pulling.
Yeah. Okay. So, and you saw, and Maramir, you saw a pair of arms reach out and grab Liz, and she just kind of gets whoop, right through the grass, no problem, onto
Can
the
I
other
put
side.
my arm down and try and grab Anira's spear as they're pulling me?
Yeah, make an athletics check. And you can make it with advantage because at this point, Anira kind of lifted the spear up a bit, so it's kind of like at an angle from the ground. You do not manage to get it, but I would say no. I did that. What did you roll? A 14? Oh, you do get it. Okay. So as you're getting through, you manage to get the spear and bring it along with you. And Anira, you clock this as Liz, clearly in danger, still trying to help you out and get your spear out as well.
And is Liz out yet?
Yes,
Did
Liz
they
is
pull it?
Liz is
Okay.
now out, but Maramir, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw. Gotcha. All right. Dexterity saving is on that side. Did that work? Sorry, did that roll?
Did you click it?
I thought I did. Because there's a +3 on one side and on the other side.
So did you click the +3?
Yeah.
If you just click on dexterity, the word, it should pop up with a
Oh,
prompt.
yeah. There goes. Saving throw. Not good.
All right. So you also get restrained by the grass, and you will take 3 points of necrotic damage.
All right.
And the rest of you also see Maramir get sucked up by this grass.
Damn it. I'm gonna
So we
grab him.
all turn and try and grab him.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody starts to try and grab him. So you can now make a dexterity saving throw with advantage, Maramir.
So hold shift.
Mhm.
Does that work?
Yeah, it did.
And you make it through.
Hey,
Whew,
do I
that
see?
was,
Do I see Anira like searching for her spear?
yeah, you
No,
did. As you pulled Liz out, you saw Nira and Liz holding onto the spear at the same time.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, so everybody has now made it through.
Sorry,
Wonderful.
I give like a thumbs up to Anira that's got the spear back.
Anira's gonna give Lissa a big hug underwater.
question.
looks really uncomfortable and just kind of puts her hands on her knees and just like clenches up scared and then kind of inches away.
All right.
Where do I
So-
enter the necrotic damage stuff?
Oh, just take some points off your hit points. You should be able to click on it.
Okay, so I don't have to put in anything for necrotic.
No, that just is affected by if you have resistance or if you have vulnerabilities to it.
Okay, so as y'all start swimming through the tunnel, and y'all kind of make it through to the other side, and y'all can move your tokens to get through the tunnel there.
Yeah.
So the tunnel opens up into a cavernous space. This tunnel is just like the other ones before, rocky. You see some algae, some of that same bioluminescent algae, like kind of glowing as it's kind of growing on the walls of the tunnel, almost as it's like lighting your way through. And it opens up into this cavernous space. You see rays of moonlight shining through a wide crack in the ceiling, wider than the previous one, which actually sits about 10 feet above water level. One side of the chamber is covered in the crumbled and muddy remains of a landslide. And as you swim into this area, you start to see ripples coursing through the water as more of this rocky debris begins to slide towards you.
Shit.
I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
All of this.
Nice.
Nice. 23. We got this.
Okay. So I
All right,
need
I'm retiring my character, or I'm retiring me. You can take over my character for the night.
Okay, I got you.
Good night, everyone.
All right. Thanks for coming. See you next stream.
Rest well.
Okay, so we've got, so everybody's gonna take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Anybody who rolled higher than a 14 takes 3.
Alrighty
So
then.
Rune, you 14 or higher. Sorry, Rune, you take 3. Liz, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Maramir, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. And Monkey will take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as well.
Do I take 3 points of bludgeoning damage? You didn't say my name.
6. You take 6.
You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Actually, Monkey takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage too. Okay.
I'm just just like let's get the hell out of here. Just like frantically pointing towards. It looks like north of the.
So at
room
this
here.
moment,
Oh no.
those rocks basically cover up the exit. Partially covers up the exit that y'all see as the only exit in the room. What would you like to do? It's a partial covering of the exit, but not complete.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How big a space remains?
Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. Nobody sees where the exit is, but you
Oh,
definitely but you saw some of the rocks kind of fall to your left as you entered the cavern.
Okay, I'm gonna investigate the crumbling rocks falling over there to see what's
All right.
happening.
Roll an investigation check.
Sweet, that's great.
All right. So what you saw is the landslide essentially kind of kicked up a bunch of dust. You see some rocks where you're at right now, but you don't really see anything of note other than it just seems very murky in the water because of the active kicking up of the dust from the landslide.
All right, I'm just gonna kind of like gesture like a kind of. Anybody else got any ideas? Right, like one of those like meh. 'Cause, like we can't talk still. We're underwater.
There is you did see that there's a water level at the top with about 10 feet of air above it.
Oh snap! I'm gonna go up there. Let's go talk.
Start waving everyone up to the top so we can reconnaissance.
Wow, that grass was crazy. What the hell was that?
I think Anira's still underwater, just like rubbing her face against her spear that she was said she lost.
Oh, I somebody go get
I didn't
Anira.
like that grass. It was not my friend.
All right, okay. I'm not. I can't see shit. It is so. It's just murky. I can't see anything. I saw some movement over to our left, and I tried to check it out, but like it's just too. It's too murky. Can't. Is anybody else able to just check out the room? Maybe like feel around the walls or something.
Should we all swim around the room, around the wall, and see if we can find something?
Yeah, I think we should do something like that.
Anybody who wants to roll investigation.
Go.
I already rolled. So.
And I'll roll for Monkey.
Yeah, re-rolling checks, just higher DCs. No.
All right. Liz. You go so you kind of dive underwater and you go to investigate that area that Rune was talking about. But you couldn't quite get the direction. However, as you're like trying to like feel on the wall to see if you can like maybe find an opening somewhere, you discover a cave. Looks like a tiny little cave, and in there, as you swim into the cave, this little pocket, you notice that the cave that there is no exit. However, you notice a glint of something at the bottom, kind of half submerged in the sand down there.
I reach for it.
Okay. You kind of dig into the ground, and you pick up a glass vial with a cork stopper in it, and inside of the glass vial, it looks like a red liquid of some sort. And as you're picking up the glass vial, it's wrapped in this paper. It's kind of soggy, but as you kind of like try to pick apart the paper, it looks like maybe there's some writing on it. It looks readable, but
what language is it written
in? It's written in common. But you pocket the paper and the potion into your bag as you're still trying to find the exit. There's clearly no exit in here, and you start feeling along the walls. It takes you a couple of minutes, and you now start to see the murky area that he was talking about, and your hand kind of like goes right in, and you notice that there is a little tunnel here. You've clearly found the exit at this point, so you swim back up. What would you like to do?
I'd like to swim back up and get my party.
Okay.
What-
At the top.
Would you find something?
I found it. Let's go.
Found what? I don't know.
We've got a race to win. I found there's a hole. I don't know where the hole goes, but we won't know unless we go together.
Is it big enough for us to like everybody fit in?
think so.
To you, yes, it was just barely big enough for everybody to fit in.
Oh,
It'll be quite squeezed, but we got it.
okay. All right, let's go. I'm down. And Anira, Maramir, like Anira, can you stop hugging your spear for a second? We gotta go.
Have you ever tried to hear someone underwater?
No, y'all are above water. There is
She
Oh,
is.
was I dragged up to the surface? Because Anira was just sitting under the water,
Yeah,
hugging her spear.
yeah,
She
I-
didn't swim up.
Oh, she was. Yeah. You basically hear.
I think you're gonna have to pull her to the surface.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be totally honest with you.
I earlier said that somebody needs to go drag her up, but I'm just gonna do it myself. So I'll just drag her up there.
Okay, you get dragged up, Anira, and you're still hugging your spear.
We gotta
And you're
go.
like, what?
We gotta go, Anira.
We found it. We found a hole. We're gonna try it.
That didn't sound right. Yeah, we found. There's a
We'll
dark
again.
hole. There's a dark hole she shoved her hand in. It'll fit all of us.
That hole.
All right.
there's-
So,
I think I found an exit. I think I found the way out.
All right, let's go.
all right, brilliant. Okay, so y'all managed to. Here, I need a little counter on my end. Okay, so you go through the tunnel, and sure enough, it's just tight enough of a squeeze for everybody to get in. But y'all managed to make it through, and go ahead and just kind of follow this tunnel path, and this tunnel lets out into just another, it's almost like a tiny den,
Oh,
and there's it's another crack in the ceiling, kind of filtering out a little bit of moonlight, and you see a bunch of like the moonlight reflecting off of a what seems to be hundreds of glints of silver in the middle of the passage that you're in.
nice.
What's the silver? Is it the walls? Is it?
It's right in the middle of the water, like it's almost seems to be blocking your path. Maybe it's a weird reflection of the water. You're not sure.
Let's investigate. Let's swim up to them. Find out what it is.
Yep, you gotta follow us.
Do you swim right up to it, or what would you like to do?
You know, sometimes I'm not very smart. I don't think to test things, and I just swim right on up. I'm like, ooh, what's this?
All right. So I need you to, let's see. All right, I need you to roll initiative for me.
Oh god, initiative.
As you come right up to this. Okay, now you can roll initiative. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
can you drag
As you
Anira's
swim.
token
Oh
over
yeah,
to us?
yeah. Let me get that. Here we go.
I don't have initiative.
Wrong
It's-
area.
Yeah,
So
so
if in your character sheet at the very top right, you should see initiative.
yeah, it's a, yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
So
Okay.
Rune, you're not rolling for initiative just yet.
No.
It's okay, I got you. All right. So as you swim right up to this silver, like almost undulating mass of like the silver reflections in the water, you notice a school of fish. These fish, as you swim right up to it, immediately attack you. You basically see a bunch of like skinny silver fish. They open up their mouths, like every single one of them at the exact same time, and you see these tiny points of teeth, almost look like piranhas, if anything. They look right at they were just kind of swimming, peacefully, and as soon as you get really close, they immediately like go in formation, look at you, open their mouths full of tiny jagged teeth, and attack. So I'm gonna go ahead and let me.
Can I run the fuck away? Or swim away?
I mean, I wouldn't suggest it, but you could if you'd like. They will get an attack of opportunity on you. Okay, so let me go ahead and roll.
Welcome to D&D.
Welcome to D&D. Yes.
How
Okay.
do you-
Oh, they rolled
Fish
abysmally low.
underwater.
Oh
Like
yes.
my sword's not going to be moving very fast.
Nope.
So no,
Movements
no,
have-
but you have potion of water breathing, so you have you have a swim speed right now.
Oh really?
Okay.
I forgot it was.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Oh.
you can move just as fast in the water. So by the way, I guess I should have put a little bit of flair to this. Whenever y'all drank the potion, you felt on the sides of your necks, your flesh start to kind of go in, and then flaps come out.
Ugh.
And as you try to like swallow the water, you think you're gonna drown, but when you swallow the water, it comes out as oxygen,
Mm.
and you realize you have gills on the sides of your necks. But yeah, and when you spread out your fingers, there's webbing on the feet on your fingers that allow you
Alright.
to swim through the water a little faster.
I like the flare.
So you definitely have a appropriate swim speed right now.
Mm.
The only one who doesn't have any of this flare is Monkey, who can just breathe underwater and can swim very well as it is. Anyway, so the fish rolled really low on initiative, so you get to have first attack.
Okay. All right, let's do this. I also printed my character sheet so I could have it in front of me for a handy reference because
Beautiful.
Nice.
I like that. I wanted
Old
to feel
school.
my different options.
Mhm.
Jacob, I'm going to take out my 9 life stealing scimitar, and I'm just gonna start fucking slashing at all the fish as fast as I can.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Let me see this. All right, so I need you to make an attack roll with your 9 life stealer scimitar.
How do I do that?
Mhm.
Do I press the button?
Go to actions.
Yes.
You'll
So
see your
go to-
weapon.
Or you can go to inventory in your character sheet, and you'll see your weapon. If you
Okay, roll.
Mhm.
Did it happen?
All right, so it looks like you rolled a. Wow, this is taking forever to come up.
Yeah. Do you have?
5.
Oh no. Okay, so you
Thing.
you try to slash with your scimitar, and as you slash at the fish, they just split apart as you slash straight through them, and you don't hit any of them, and then they kind of come back together as a school of fish. And at this moment, the rest of you do clock this.
Right.
You see that this is happening. She takes out her scimitar, which has this kind of reddish glow to it, and you can see that in the water. As she's clearly trying to fight something.
Yeah.
What do y'all do?
I'm gonna first off. Do we have a
Am I
token?
allowed to use my bonus action still now?
Yeah, you can use your bonus action.
Okay, as a bonus action, fuck. How many fish are there?
It's a school of fish.
One target.
I can force one, but that's pointless, so I'm not gonna do anything. Nothing.
You said what?
I'm not doing anything. If it's a school of fish, I can't do anything.
All right. Is there a
I
token?
mean, you might. You can
You
certainly
might?
try.
Hector, is there a
Okay.
token?
There is not a token, unfortunately.
Okay.
That this was one of the tokens I couldn't find. I would have to create it on my own, and that was poor planning on my part. I apologize. You can hit it. I will tell you this, Liz, because I know this is your first time playing. Anytime you get roll for initiative, this is whatever you fight against can always be hit.
So I do have something called Crimson Right that I would have used before you. So you can use your weapon to strike for 1d6 extra damage of your chosen type.
Extra damage. That's if you hit.
If you hit. You
Yes.
have to hit and then you roll the other dice.
And then you roll the other die from your Crimson Knight. Yes. So I mean, do you have an extra attack or anything?
I'm still trying to figure it out. So you go, Rune. I think you were figuring something out. You were coming to help me, right?
Yeah, I was gonna swim over there and just start
Uh,
swinging at the fish that are
Rune,
attacking.
You can roll for initiative now.
Toy. That's
Oh,
much better than
extra
before, anyway.
attack.
That's a lot better. Okay, great.
Okay, wait.
So
So sorry,
Go ahead.
Hector. I have an extra attack. So it's one
You
of
do?
my abilities is an extra attack.
beautiful. So go ahead and do your extra attack.
Yo, I think we all do at level 5.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Well, most people do. Yeah.
you always get to attack twice?
At level 5.
Yeah.
Yes. So you can try to swipe at him again with your scimitar if you'd like.
I would like to get this fucking fish.
Oh, awesome. Great. I love to see it. Okay.
Oh, shit.
So what you just did is you rolled a natural 20 on your attack to hit the fish. So all right, I'll explain what's happening here. So at this point, the fish, like they come apart, right? And from your first slash, and then they come right back together as a school of fish. But as they're about to come together as a school of fish, they're preparing to attack you in retaliation, right? They come together and almost form like a sword, right? All in one. And then you swipe up with your 9 life stealer scimitar. And for those of you who don't know what a 9 life stealer scimitar can do, if you roll a crit against a creature, so that's what you just did, Liz, is you rolled a crit. A natural 20 is a crit. So you hit it for critical damage. Like whatever damage you rolled would be ×2. That's how much damage you would have dealt to it. Now, your damage would not have killed this school of fish. However, your 9 life stealer scimitar, Rune, you see this as her scimitar swipes through this sword shaped school of fish. You see this dark energy come from every single piece, like every single fish in this school of fish. And this dark energy kind of comes out of the fish and into her sword
What?
as she saps the life from every every single fish in this school, and they all die instantly.
So like I swim over there like I'm gonna attack him, and all of a sudden I just see all this happen. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Fuck you, fish.
And that was this encounter for this chamber.
Is there air in the chamber at the top again?
No, there is no air in the chamber at the top of this one. The fish basically all kind of float towards the bottom as you see all of them just rest lifeless in the sand, and the way is clear.
All right, I think this is gonna be a good place to stop here, Hector. It's getting late.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Oh my god, I didn't realize what time it was.
Perfect timing.
All right.
Perfect
timing. Great. So we are going to end it there. Thank you everybody for coming to watch the stream. And thank you everybody for coming to this. I was hoping we'd be able to get through all of the caverns fast enough. But y'all got fucked by that grass.
Yeah. Yeah. I almost killed a monkey at the beginning too, so there's that. I just wanted to say we had some pretty good viewership tonight. We had about I think 15 and 20 viewers. We have 10 right now. I want to say thank you for all the new follows. Appreciate those. Those are fantastic. We're going to be doing these now every Tuesday at 9:30 as well. And in the future, like I will be attempting to put together a Friday night stream as well with probably a parallel story that's going to be somewhere in Exandria. may be related to what's happening to this party. I'm working on it right now. I might end up being the DM of that one because it's hard to find DMs. It was magical, miraculous that I got Hector. So yeah, I appreciate all these viewers that are watching right now. That's fantastic. Please click that follow button if you wanna keep adventuring with us, fellow adventurers.
Let me leave y'all on a fun point though, if you'll allow me to do this.
Yeah.
Um, if the adventurers will swim through the tunnel into the next cavern.
Oh,
please.
okay. Got this. There we go. Swimming across the. What is happening? Is this more grass? Oh
No.
God! No!
There's a cat. I see a cat.
So as you swim into this cavern, um,
Couldn't leave us on a good note.
So
Murked
you
all
enter
those
this-
fish.
You enter this underwater cave, and there's silvery light dancing along the walls of this underwater cave. The water here is a little warmer, and there's a gentle current that kind of pulls you towards a crevice in the south wall that you see that emits a shimmering golden light in the crevice of the south wall. As you swim through, you notice a couple of pillars, and y'all are attracted by this golden light in this crack in the wall at the far end of this cavern. And suddenly, the current feels like it changed. For those of you who were swimming through, you felt the current, like, guiding you towards this golden shimmering light, and suddenly you feel the current change a little bit to your left. And as y'all look to the left, peeking around one of the pillars, is a giant shark with a silver spear lodged in its hide.
That's another spear for you, Anira.
That shark notices all of you, and he's hungry.
Ah, shit.
And immediately starts to swim as fast as he can. Opens up his wide, toothy maw and tries to take a bite at you, Rune. And that's where we'll end the stream for tonight.
Yeah. Good. Great.
I'm excited to take that shark down. Fuck those fish.
Oh, I was muted. I said, and then it cuts to credits.
And then it cuts the credits.
Black with the maw of the mouth. Cuts to black. Oh.
Not
That's
Not
where I
Jaws.
wanted to end the stream. I didn't realize that this was the very next cavern.
That's
I took a look, I was like,
fantastic.
yeah, let's end it there first.
That's
It is
fantastic.
10 p.m. PST exactly. You nailed it.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right, everybody, have a good night. I had so much fun playing with y'all, and y'all are gonna be very interested to see what might be this golden light could be. Who's the shark? Why does it have a spear in his hide?
Well, if
That's
we all
good.
get TPK'd by the shark.
By the way, Ryan, I gotta love that you are playing your character in the most roguish way possible that I've ever played. Like I've played with a lot of different campaigns, and you've got that roguish archetype down pat.
Oh,
Like-
it was perfect. The mistrust, the God, these people are stupid.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yep.
I'm loving it.
Absolutely brilliant. Y'all are doing so well. Liz, you're doing amazing for your first time playing D&D. This is just, it's all very good. I'm proud
Oh
of all
yeah,
of y'all.
yeah. A reminder
Thanks,
for
guys, for inviting me.
Of
It's
course.
so much fun.
And a reminder to all the viewers here. This is you wouldn't be able to tell. This is Alyssa's first tabletop RPG.
Mm-hmm.
I've
All right.
been
And this is my first time DMing.
Critical Role is so useful. I also feel like I'm going crazy because I've listened to like 12 hours in 3 days. And
Yeah.
so I'm like dreaming. It's infiltrating my dreams because I bike to work and it takes me an hour and I listen and then I listen at work when I should be doing other
Yeah.
things. Right? I
Yeah.
admit that. And all of a sudden, in my dream.
Matt Mercer,
That's
just
awesome.
whispering DM stories to you.
I hope I can live up to Matt Mercer for you. I will try my best. That's your first time DM.
All right, bye
Thanks, all.
everybody.
Good night.